Hey Moon Magic Super Souls, welcome back to the channel and welcome my beautiful Scorpios to your reading. This is a new moon reading and we are also inquiring about the coming month. So this is a monthly forecast for you as well as checking in on the energy. How interesting, I'm actually seeing this card for you. We're checking in on the energy for the entire coming month for you. So Scorpios, your first card is an affirmation card. This card says, my body is a wondrous and magnificent machine and I feel privileged to live in it. Okay, how interesting. Now, let's draw a spirit animal guide. I should also just say, my beautiful Scorpios, that I am doing extended readings as well. They are available on Patreon. We will do a really detailed deep dive into money, career, finances for the coming month, and also a second reading for relationships for those of you that are interested in those. That is your card. I am seeing, beautiful Scorpio. How interesting. You have Cat Independent. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. How interesting. There's a lot of encouraging energy around you, beautiful Scorpios. May we request more information about this new moon, please, for our lovely Scorpios and the coming month. May we receive information, guidance for our beautiful Scorpios. I am seeing this and also this card. What do we have here? Journey. And we have two different pathways here. Interestingly enough, one is the butterfly and one has the dragonfly here. I don't know if you can see the imagery there. Yes, which way do you go? Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. I think you're being faced with a choice, my beautiful Scorpios. Now, it may be that the new moon is bringing this choice to you. New moons bring opportunities for new beginnings. But my beautiful Scorpios, I feel like there are two very distinct pathways that you can take. Do check out Super Souls. I have a whole timeless readings playlist and there are loads of videos in there that answer very specific questions, such as, is it a yes or a no? Or, you know, stuff like that would be very helpful if you are really indecisive. But I feel like there's a center point. Even this card here, we've got an absolute center point and two directions, two choices. Emotions. I think you are really, really questioning or going to be questioning which way to go. I actually think there is actually only one pathway for you to follow. And it's going to be the one that makes you happy. Okay, it's the one that makes your heart sing. It's the one that makes you feel joyous, really joyous, young, vibrant. The one that wants to make you dance and sing. We have the card of the Maiden here. Now, we also have the Queen of Fire, yes. And look what we have here, this beautiful cat showing up again. Yeah, you have choices available to you, or there is a definite decision this month. It may be around you already. If it's not, my beautiful Scorpios, it's on its way. And there are two distinct pathways, but I want to say there is a path that is right for you. And your intuition will know it's probably not the one that, you know, I always think if you ask 6 different people what they think you should do, you'll get 6 different answers. And I think this is one of those moments. We've got Queen of Fire and Queen of Earth. You need to make the decision for yourself. It's the one that's right for you. It's the one that feels abundant to you. And that may not be the logical course of action. It's far more likely to be the emotional course of action. It's the one that makes your heart sing. It's the one that sets you on fire. Okay. 8, this is the 8 of Fire. This is the 8 of Wands in a traditional pack. Yeah, the journey is truly the direction, the pathway is the one that would make your heart sing. If you are having any difficulty making a decision around this choice, umming and ahhing, I think one may be the not the safe zone as such, but yeah. One may be the one that people think you'll do, and the other would be the less expected one. I don't know whether that's the road less travelled, but there's something about you choosing the one that's right for you here. And it's, if you are having trouble, sit still and imagine yourself into, almost take yourself on your own guided meditation into what you imagine those pathways will offer you, and listen to what your body feels. Because truly, I think you're here, your body will speak to you and your emotions will speak to you, and you'll know which one is really the one that just makes your heart sing. Let's draw a couple more cards for you and some runes as well, my beautiful Scorpios. There's your first card and that is your second. Oh, we have 3. Well, look at that. Okay, so we have the Devil. Yes, this is going to free you. This decision, this is going to free you up. And this is your card, Scorpios. I mean, this Prince of Cups is, for me, this is the Scorpio image. It's the rebirth, it's the transformation, it's the way forward, gliding over the emotions. And indolence, the 8 of Cups, very interesting, is very much about, I think, that indecision, but the recognition that you will need to leave something behind, I feel. Yes, something will need to be left behind. It's worth leaving it behind. You're going to cut some cords here. That might also be part of why this feels like a difficult decision. It could mean you're moving to a whole other area. You know, my body is a wondrous and magnificent machine. You might be worried about the upheaval. What will that do to me? Can I physically handle a move at the moment? But actually, you're going to cut cords and leave something behind here. And honestly, this is going to be a swimmingly easy transition. This is not as difficult as you actually think it's going to be, my beautiful souls. So just trust, follow the pathway that makes your heart sing. Now, my beautiful Scorpios, we have a very interesting time during this moon month. I'm going to draw some runes in just a moment. But we have the solstice, which is a natural turning point. So you may find that it's around that time that you make a decision. And just after the solstice on the 21st, between the 22nd and 23rd of June, when the moon moves from Leo into Cancer, we have a 17.5-hour void of course period. A void of course period is the space between the signs. So as the moon is moving, because she moves very quickly, she's our satellite, as she moves very quickly, and of course the satellite, if you think about it, what do satellites do? They receive information and they send information. When the moon is in between signs, she's not channeling her magnetic energy, as it were, through the personality of a sign. And the energy can then feel a little bit, well, it can either feel liberating or it can feel a bit out at sea. I'm very curious as to how that sits in your overall reading, this pivotal point, because the solstice is always a window where there is a shift in energy, a natural shift. And I can't help wondering if there will be relevance to this decision for you at around that time. So we will draw a card specifically to ask for you, Scorpios, about information for that exact period, that exact time, please. There is your card. How interesting. You have dislike of others. Right, sometimes we form strongly negative feelings towards others. In truth, it is not them that we dislike, but their words, actions and behaviour. This card asks you to try to detach from the experience of their behaviour and see them as a soul on their own unique pathway, attempting to manage their own challenging life lessons. I actually know exactly what this is. I know exactly what this is. In terms of your decision, it's exactly that scenario. If you ask 6 different people what they think you should do, you'll get 6 different answers. I think somebody is going to possibly try to influence your choice because that's what they would do. It could be subtle or it could be quite blatant, but someone is going to influence this decision, this choice, because Yeah, maybe they have been unable to progress their own world. They have been unable to move forwards themselves, and you know, they may be a little bit sort of, I'm going to say envious, even if it's unconscious. They may just be the kind of personality that doesn't step up. So when someone like you comes along with an opportunity, a unique opportunity, you know, they're very discouraging of it. Just ignore it, kind of ignore them. This is a send them love and walk away, and just recognize this is an aspect of their limitations, their inability to step up. It has no bearing on what you choose to do. Your message is so clear, Scorpios. This is about you doing what's right for you. And I do think there will be a genuine, direct, it's not, I mean, it could be as big as an interference from somebody. It could just be someone's opinion or someone being critical. You've made your choice and they give a very critical, negative slant on it. Excuse the language, but you know, like pissing on your fireworks, as the saying goes. There's a lot of fire energy here. You know, when someone just does that, it's nothing to do with you. This is their problem, not yours. Draw the line. Don't get involved in it. Don't take it on board. Follow your own pathway. You know, you don't have to go with the crowd. You are right in this moment being encouraged to do exactly what is right for you, my beautiful Scorpios. Let's draw some runes to conclude your reading. Feeling just 2 coming through for you. So we have Hagalaz. This is the rune of disruption. And then we have Algiz, which is the rune of protection. How interesting. Yeah, I think this is quite a significant potential shift for you. Okay, because you're going to be, it's quite an important, it's an important choice. There are 2 clear potential choices for you, beautiful souls. So my beautiful Scorpios, with Hagalaz, it sort of says something, it may be something that has been, maybe even the attitudes of some other people are beginning to feel restricting, and you kind of look at them and just think, oh man, I can't really, you know, live within that perspective anymore. It's time for me to vacate. Sometimes it's like a gradual coming to your senses where you realize you need to do something different, but you have a choice here. It's really clear. Sometimes it is literally more just like a wake-up call. You kind of, someone really presses your buttons and irritates you, and you think, do you know what, that's the information I needed to go in the other direction. But however you look at it, you're making quite a big life choice here, and it is super duper right time to be doing it. It's fantastic. And with the rune of protection, you will be protected. This is one of those times to follow your heart and yet not be emotionally reactive simultaneously. Follow your emotions, will guide you, but be thoughtful if someone presses your buttons. Don't be emotionally reactive, just be emotionally responsive. It's like doing that little meditation into, what does this pathway feel like? What does this pathway feel like? And then make the choice. And you can never please all of the people all of the time. This is a choice that is solely about you, beautiful Scorpios, through and through. You are a natural healer. Your intuition is strong. You don't have to go with the crowd. Life supports you in every way. There is a very clear pathway. One of the choices is really the right one for you, and it will become apparent to you, my beautiful souls, quite possibly as much through defining what you don't want, as well as defining what you do. You know, when you discuss it with people, if you get a really strong response and someone says, oh, I wouldn't do that, and you get a really strong response, it's actually telling you that you should do it. You know, in a way, they're serving a purpose for you, even if it's a bit irritating and a bit emotionally spiky at the same time. If you have a very strong sense of, God, don't tell me what to do, then it means that what they're suggesting is the opposite of what's really right for you. So even when someone does that, it's bringing you very, very good information. My beautiful Scorpios, this is a very significant decision for you to make. Don't forget to check in with any of my other readings. I have those timeless readings in a playlist answering all kinds of valuable questions like yes or no, how will this work out? So if you need a bit of extra help, there's a lot of stuff there to assist you and guide you. My beautiful souls, you are amazing. Thank you so much for joining me, my beautiful Scorpios. Thank you all of you who are on Patreon as well. And I look forward to seeing you for some other readings. And thank you also as well, guys. Keep us posted. Just going to say thank you for all your comments and your shares and your likes, and for subscribing. Keep us posted in the comments, beautiful soul, as the month moves forwards. Very key dates around this solstice and a few days afterwards. Beautiful Scorpios, loving you loads, and look forward to seeing you in another reading soon. Tons of love.